Okay. All right. So this is an intervention. No. Welcome to the what do we see? I think I've asked this like every week so far. What is the? I keep mixing up the two Ds. What is it? Dumbasses and drunkards, or drunkards and dumbasses?
The second one.
Records
Drunkards and dumbasses. Welcome to that. um, Welcome to session one of the Boundless Shores, the campaign setting that I have been working on for past year and a half. And I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'm just clapping. Yeah. So I don't think we've ever actually formally introduced our group before to the channel. So I am Wes. I am going to be your forever DM and the group stoner. We have our two techie boys and returning faces from my last campaign. We have Owen, who is the only person in the world who knows what a number four is, and then we have Liam, Shake and Bake, my assistant DM. Um, Followed by two new faces. We have well, newish faces. We have Vanessa
I was in the
and
last
we have
campaign.
Nate. I know,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm saving the best for last. James.
All
See, now
right.
I've ruined your intro. No, you've ruined your own intro because now you don't get the man, the myth, the Hamas. You just get James.
I'm fine with that. I just thought you forgot me in your last campaign because
No,
you
I
said
would.
from the last campaign.
Well, I
I was
want
there.
these two run the channel. I wanted to call them out first. They're the brains. They're the brains behind their operation, not me. I'm just a pretty face who gets to talk. Um, and saving the best for last, we have the man, the myth, the Hamas, aka James, returning from my last campaign as well. Oh my god. Like I am shaking. I don't know, like is it like coming through my voice? Like I'm like whew.
Nah, you're fine, dude.
It's been a while since I've DM'd, so I am
I would like to celebrate this new group with a shot.
cheers for people who's drinking.
Cheers for
Cheers.
the records of the group.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna just get my other drink here on deck. Oh,
Honestly, same.
it's my last drink. I should have bought more drinks. Anyways, I'm stalling even more because I am very nervous.
You'll be
So,
fine.
um, from a bird's eye view, you see a massive sprawling plain. To the left is a volcano brewing to eruption. Um, those of you who've been there or have lived there, you recognize this as the continent of New Daria, with the Cerberus Hills dominating the northern um, hemisphere of the continent, and to the east we have the sprawling Scar Forest, and but the landscape looks very different to how you remember it. Um, First of all, there's no um, volcano. Um, as your view begins to dive in, as if like a bird swooping down, as the plains become more clear, you watch as a battlefield ensues. Um, it's very cluttered. There's bodies everywhere. It's hard to discern who's winning and who's losing, and but you know what you can tell is it's a battle to no victory. Um, as the vision shifts to the top of the mountain, you see seven figures um, brawling against shadowy creatures. You see a tall, pale orc wielding a massive axe. As he swings down, the uh, the shadow steps to the side and rips through his chest and rips out his heart. You see a petite tiefling wielding a blade that's double her size get shot in the chest twice as she falls off the mountain. You watch uh, desperately bloodied drow raise his hand shakily as he attempts to cast lightning bolt before his head's smushed by a rock as the mountain explodes. The skies darken overhead, thunder roars, and as you expect to see rainfall, a single crystal tear falls from the sky and crashes on the surface below, creating an impact not of destruction but of creation as rivers of lava turn to water and rocks grow moss and trees around it. Um, and many of you know this to be the events of Palor's Tear. Um, Thousands of years ago, um, when after the Daryan Chaosian conflict, um, the the continent was destroyed in an instant and then was reborn almost as you continue to watch these trees grow. Now the rain starts to fall and mist obscures your vision and as it passes you see you are in a new place. It is a misty forest with a dewy grass and birds chirping. This is not the same location you were in, as in front of you you see that family member who I asked you for. So um, Beckett, you see your mother and Calduin, no, not Calduin. Sorry, I was doing so good, and now I have to look at my notes. um, Orgalon, you see your brother, and James, you see. Oh God, I'm trying. You see your grandfather. There it is. um, and as you see them sitting on the rock before you, they open their mouth to speak, but the sound comes from voices of thousands screaming, "Save us! Help us!" As wait, I have it right here. It's fine. Um, uh, you suddenly jolt up from this very interesting dream. You did the in the from chairs the Mira where our story begins. Each of you, for reasons of your own, have arrived or are in Valebridge, as you all took a job posting from the Queen. Um, the job posting was not very clear of what your task was, but it promised lots of money. Um, as you accepted this job post and you were brought into the kingdom late at night and you were led to your chambers, Uniton, you hear a knock at your door. Um, the Queen requests your presence in 10 minutes, sir.
I shall come with you right away.
All right. And as you begin to groggily sit up and you wipe your eyes and you put on your clothes, you step out of your room and you see four other people in this long hallway of rooms. You see four other people stepping out of rooms, wearing lots of them looking very curious to you. Um, but as you're led by this servant through the winding um, sandstone hallways up until you see these green and silver banners flowing down next to these double doors, as you know this to be the Queen's main chamber. where her throne resides. Throne room, that's what it's called. The doors swing open as two guards, are gripping each side of this heavy set door. Um, and as you and these individuals are brought into the room, you see you're not met with the queen. The throne is empty, but this very skinny, um, older gentleman with like rough facial hair. He's got darker skin, and he's holding like a couple books, and then like there's a piece of parchment on the top, and he goes, welcome. Please come in.
Okay, I walk to the old man, intrigued about what he may have for me.
Thank you for coming so promptly. We only posted that note yesterday, and there's so many strong. He does look very nervous around you guys. Um, there's very strong-looking individuals. Um, your your task is to, and he kind of clears his throat. Your task is to recover ancient artifacts and um, ancient statues that were recovered from an ancient city in the Ashen Sea that were bound for a, a museum in Ragnar. And these Valdoon bandits, they captured these artifacts and they stole them. The queen requests that you return these promptly for um, 20 gold ahead. Um, 20 gold? No, that's a little low. That seems like a little. Oh, this guy's a little stingy. That's gross. 50 gold ahead. So you each get 50 gold. That's what I'm saying. For the job on completion, when the materials are brought to Ragnar in a safe condition. Sorry, I dropped the accent at the last bit there. My bad. Um, your equipment is stored out in chests outside, and we have ferrymen who will bring you down um, the main road towards the Ashen Sea.
The ferryman doesn't. It just does it happen that the ferryman cost any gold there, laddie?
No, no, no. We're paying you, son.
Okay, then I think we'll be on our way. Thank you for the hospitality.
As you're guided out from the main chambers and out the main doors. You step out into the hot desert sun of Valebridge. Your stuff loaded up into crates is already on a cart there as there's a man um, dressed in just very like protective garbs. But like it's very like light breathable material, but there's like he's very covered. You can tell that he does a lot of desert travel. Um, as you make your way out the doors, um, one of the guards kind of nudges you, um, Orgalon, and says, "Good luck. Those Valdoon are a dangerous, vicious bunch."
I look at him and I'm like, touch me again and I'll cut off your hand.
Mm, scary. As he just kind of chuckles to the guard next to him. So you as you hop into the cart there, and he flicks the reins of the horse as this cart begins to drag its way across the sturdy but sandy floor. Now this is the time where I want do 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 do. Um, Orgalon, Yonatan, Beckett, and Tobin to all go and introduce and describe themselves. You guys are now traveling down the road towards the Ashen Sea. You guys are free to role play in between yourselves, and you guys have just met each other. You're doing this job together, and you guys are traveling down this hot desert road. As the city of Mira kind of just leaves behind you, and it's as your vision of it obscures with the hot heat flashing against the desert. Or fuck you. What's your? Hey, why don't you introduce your character, Owen?
Can I pass it to someone else?
No.
Yes.
I mean, I'll go if you don't want to, but
No, he was told to go. He'll go.
No, Vanessa, you go.
okay. Well, to be honest, Beckett Blackton, also known as Dr. Death, he's kind of like more shy and like not very outgoing. He likes to be the outsider, so he's kind of like as far away from you guys as he can be in the carriage. You can see he's got like some dried blood on him, like nothing major, but like it looks like he could have walked out of a surgery room. You from what skin you can see, he's got like what look like black spots all over him from a former plague that he could have had. And he's got a raven with him who's a reddish tint. And yeah,
What's the Raven's name?
bubonic. Yeah.
Nice. I still think Nevermore is still a fun name.
I know, I was like between those two, it was like I had to go with bubonic because Dr. Black Death.
That's fair. I can imagine just like a cartoon character, like a cartoon show of like
Right?
Dr. Blackdeck and Bubonics
Adventures.
adventures. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I don't know. You guys can just go ahead and introduce yourselves in whatever order you see fit. You can also just do it in character, like you're introducing yourself to each other, as you guys are just free to role play amongst yourself as you're traveling down this road.
Oh, okay. I'll go. I'll go. So I'm gonna stand up here and be like, so this kid, like 5'8" maybe, big old sword on his back. Like we have our stuff now. We got it from those chests, right? Or whatever, like all our gear.
Yep. Yeah.
He's like,
It is recommended that you don't wear any armor if you have any, in the desert heat because you will be very hot. But yes, you
Yeah.
do have your equipment with you.
so just big old sword with him, and he's just gonna stand up in the cart, kind of like almost like fall, trying to keep his balance. He says, "Listen here, guys. I know I look like I'm just a kid, but this is only my first job for the queen, but I'm gonna show you guys, okay? Okay, this
He's
is
gonna die.
just gonna die." Sorry, you made me laugh. I'm thinking, I'm gonna show you guys that I'm gonna be a great part of this team. And this guy, this is not a very charismatic kid. He's just, like from when you can tell, he looks like he's like a strong kid, like nothing like crazy. He's not like jacked, but he's like well defined. He looks like he's held his sword before, but he's not very convincing at all.
Beckett from the corner is gonna like look at him and just be like, "You're gonna die with that level of cockiness."
Well, who are you to tell me if I'm gonna die? I'm gonna do everything I can to become a knight.
if you've survived the things I've survived, you'll see.
Well, you want to make a bet? Not that I could. Well, I guess I can't really pay up if I'm dead, but the point stands.
He's just gonna like smirk and kind of like just keep going back to his thoughts.
Well, what about you, big guy? I'm gonna look at Owen's character. I don't know if he's a big guy. I just call people big guy.
I look at him, and you could see this dark drow, fully covered. You could barely see really anything. Just a black kind of robe that he has, and you kind of see you see beside him he has a bamboo bow staff, and I just look up. I'm like, well, the name's Orgolan,
Oh, well, I'm
and
Tobin. I kind of forgot to say my name.
just don't cross.
My character is gonna sit back down.
And just I just look away.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jonathan Helget. I am a druid from a faraway land, and I came here in search for gold. I like to have a lot of good time. Just give me some rum, and you'll honestly have a good time there, lads. I don't know much about my past, but I know that I was once a druid. I was once a very wise and powerful druid, but I seem to not recall anything other than that.
Well, that's kind of weird, mister. How do you just forget?
I couldn't tell you, laddie. I wouldn't remember it now, would I?
Well, I guess you have a point.
I I look over at Liam's character and say,
Well,
"How
Liam,
about you, laddie?"
it is just you four in the cart,
Oh, okay.
by the way.
My apologies.
Okay.
Yeah. It is just the four of you heading down towards the job.
Well, some of you seem kind of crabby, but all in all, nice to meet you, and I hope we can get this job done for the queen.
It's nice to meet you as well, laddie.
Awesome. Okay. Well, after probably about 2 hours of this cart rattling, suddenly the driver says, "Well, this is as far as I go." As you as you all kind of you're drifting in your thoughts. Some of you may have passed out or put your head down, hid your head from the drowning, the almost like suffocating sun above as it beams down on your face. You poke your head up as you are in like this kind of wall of rocks, called the Ragnar Rocks, that divide the Ashen Sea from like the borders of the actual kingdom of Valebridge. Um, it's the rocks in the middle of the map on Valebridge if anyone wants to see them. um, and as this like it's almost like tunnel like as these rocks um lead out as they open up into this massive just desert sand as far as the eye can see. Anakin would have a panic attack. Like, and the driver goes, "Well, He kind of points very roughly. He's like, yeah, the dig site is. Oh, hold on, I don't know how to do distance. Give me a minute.
2.
About a
Maybe
minute,
3.
two. You know what? Yeah, probably about 2-3 miles out that way is the dig site. But um, the survivors of the attack say that they were lost in a storm, probably about, and he kind of like moves his arm just a little bit, but it's very hard to tell where he's pointing, and he goes, "You're right about there."
Can I send my bird out, like, just to see if he could see anything?
Um, yeah, for how long, how high, like what, like how long are you sending your bird out?
Um,
Like how far do you want to like scope out?
just like 50 feet in the direction he was pointing, and probably like a couple 100 feet high. I don't know.
Can you see through your bird's eyes?
No, but I can communicate with him.
But you can communicate. So, your bird, where's your bird sitting?
He
Where's
sits on my left shoulder.
Buble sitting? I'm calling him Buble now. Um, so Bubonic kind of you he kind of like turns and whispers towards this bird like this. What language does the you and your bird share?
Shit, I forgot.
Is that do you guys? Is it infernal or is it
I think it's infernal. Yeah.
undercommon?
Yeah.
Okay. So he whoa he him right? Beckett's he him. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Um, so he kind of like leans to the bird and whispers in this very like hissy um language. If anyone can understand infernal, it's basically go fly 50 feet, tell me what you see. As the bird takes flight and flies for a little bit, kind of swoops around in the air a few times and comes back and oh god, can I do a voice for the bird?
Go for it. I'd love to hear your voice for the bird.
Sand, 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 sand. Far as the eye can see.
Thank you, Boo.
Love it.
Well,
It's the new Narloth, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
I guess I'll just. So my character
Oh,
just
I
had
I guess we didn't really talk about the griffin in the cart. Like there sitting like kind of curled up in um Yonatan's lap is just this tiny baby griffin.
Y'all just forgot to mention a griffin.
We just kind of forgot to mention that he's a tiny baby griffin. Just like talking about
Okay,
pet.
leave me alone.
Oh dear lord.
What is your griffin's name?
My griffin's name is Peter. Like,
Peter.
yes, Peter.
Fuck yeah. Peter.
It's like how you were going to go do something off Harry Potter, like Weasley, Weasley or
Peter.
Granger or something like that, or Hagrid or something.
I have an
Like-
idea next time I play a ranger.
Like,
All right.
What, Hermione Ranger?
Oh, Hermione Ranger. Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Yeah, we are getting off topic. Let's curve her back. So as he kind of like as you guys empty your effects out of the trunks that are on the sides of the cart, he kind of gives the reins a whip again as the horse kind of makes a 180 there and as he drives off.
Thanks, Mr. Cartman.
Good luck.
again, at these folks, I think we'll need it.
I just give a casual wave back to the driver as if I couldn't give
The
up.
driver's not looking back. He's just going. He wants to get back home before dark. Um,
So what do we do with
so yeah.
like armor and stuff? Are we just carrying it if we don't want to wear it? Like,
Mm.
Depends how heavy your armor is.
I don't know. He said we emptied all our shit out of the cart. I don't know. He
I
told us not
mean,
to wear it.
if we
I'm
have
sure.
like we have desert attire on, then we presumably would be carrying our armor.
Yeah, your armor's probably strapped up on your pack on your back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna throw my pack on and say, "You guys ready? Come on."
I'm gonna send Bubonic back up
Yes.
and just have him sit up there as we're walking, and then only come
Okay.
back down when he has something to tell us.
Radio.
I'm gonna carry my little baby griffin with me.
Can I pet him?
Of course I would pet him. He's been a very good boy up to this point, you know.
I'm gonna carefully try and pet the griffin because it kind of scares
Alright.
my character.
Um.
Don't
We're gonna-
worry,
we're
lad.
gonna-
He doesn't bite
Are you sure?
very much.
All right. Hi, buddy. And I'm gonna say, okay. And then I'm just gonna start marching in the general direction.
All right, great. James, give me a survival check.
All right. Survival.
Oh yeah.
I gotta, wait, where the
First
fuck are my notes?
roll.
Hold on.
Not only did I forget my griffin, but I also forgot my dice. Fuck me there. Fuck me there, lad.
There it is. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had the wrong note up.
All right. Let's see how we can do here.
This is a very important role.
Vanessa, I organized
20,
my dice.
30.
Huh?
20, dirty.
Oh. Okay, cool. So with all the confidence in the world, he begins to march in the which point are you going towards? Are you going towards the dig site, or are you going towards where they were jumped?
Hold on. I gotta think about this.
Wow.
Da, 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 da.
And then can all four of you make me a fortitude check?
Yes, sir.
One.
7.
We're going to the dig site.
I'm switching my dice.
Sorry, what kind of check?
Okay.
Fortitude, fort save.
Oh, I crit failed.
Oh,
You're
What's
doing so good. Oh my god.
is it roll plus fort save modifier?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
four
I
total.
got a dirty 21.
all right.
You only have to say dirty if it's 20.
Yeah, you only have
Shouldn't
to
the
say dirty if it's a
animal
one or a three.
companions roll as well?
Dirty.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for your companions as well.
Do I gotta roll for the bird since he's in the air?
I'll give the bird advantage because the air is cooling him.
15 for
We love
Bubonic.
air-cooled birds.
Oh, dude, that's the best kind of bird. Screw the fluid cooled birds.
I got an 18.
All right,
Firm
sorry. So we
lad.
had 1821 for Griffin and Eoten, Eonatin, sorry. And then what do you get for Orgalon?
19.
19. We had a 7 for Beckett.
I got a 4.
How'd we do for Bubonic?
What's that?
15.
And then you had a 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so fantastic. Oh, you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense too. So you so confidently began to walk this desert with like a full power stride, and then there's more of a gap between you and the other party members. But over 20 minutes or so, the group begins to catch up, and then you start to fall behind as you're going to become. Um, what was that condition modifier called? Fuck. I'm,
Exhausted?
I'm
Fatigued?
so prepared. Fatigued. That's the one. It's not
It's so
excuse me.
hot.
And then same with Beckett, you as well. Over time, you were wearing one too many layers, just like the emo kid you are. You were wearing one too many layers, wearing the sweater in the summer. You also are going to become fatigued.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense with the mask and everything.
How are you wearing that? It's so hot. And then like
So
train
you guys
behind.
cannot run or charge. You guys take a -2 to strength and dexterity. Um, Anything that would normally cause fatigue, the the fatigue character would become exhausted after a 8 hours of complete rest. The fatigue characters are no longer fatigued.
Sweet.
Yikes.
Um, So over time, as your marching order begins to change, as Yonatan takes the forefront, followed by Orligan, who's. Am I saying your name right, Owen? Or is it
No. It's
Orgalon?
Orgolan.
Orgolan? I don't fucking know, dude. Orgolan. Man, I need to have a separate sheet with your names and then a separate sheet with your pronunciations. Why can't you guys just go for like Jimmy or something? Like goddamn.
I
Like
went
that's
for an
such an
easy
easy name
name.
to
You're welcome.
thank you.
I
And
went
Beckett's also a badass name. It is a very cool name. Um
Dude, my name's basically Toby.
yeah, Tobin is also. Anyways, sorry, all of your names are cool. But so you as you begin to head where is great. So Yonatan, can you what is your sorry, I
is
need a character
okay.
sheet real quick. What is your what's your intelligence modifier?
3.
Okay. Can you roll me a survival check or knowledge nature?
Yes,
Survival or
I
knowledge nature, whichever's higher.
survival or knowledge nature, whichever one is higher. Is survival that's higher?
Roll it. Okay, yeah, you did.
That plus survival, dirty.
All right. So, um, as you begin to walk forward, you're kind of like leaning down a little bit, blocking the sun. You notice the sand in front of you in like patches. There's like the darker, more like yellowy, beigey sand, and there's a lot lighter white sand in front of you, and just scattered little patches.
And as we're walking, uh, you see me just take a spill and quickly then just get up and continue walking.
Can you roll me a D100?
A D100.
Yep.
12.
All right. So you kind of stumble forward a little bit, but Yonatan kind of catches you and right before you hit the white sand.
Hmm.
And
That
as
sure was
as
a
you get to the bottom,
there, boy.
you see I have a bit of a limp now.
It's sand, bro.
That's not what got me.
Are you guys what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna trek onwards through these weird patches? Are you gonna roll? What are you gonna do?
Can I roll
Um,
a knowledge alchemy for it? Like just to see if I recognize what it is and if it's magic.
No, under your expertise in alchemy, you don't really recognize what this is.
Okay.
do
If you
I?
have knowledge nature or survival,
Okay, I know what this is,
I know
right?
I'm fatigued, but I still got like
do
a
you?
20 in
I
survival.
I have knowledge nat. I have a 14 in knowledge nature and
So roll
15.
me knowledge nature.
Okay, only knowledge nature.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
roll me
Okay.
knowledge nature. Yeah,
Okay.
give me a roll.
Uh, da, 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 da. 30 won't dirty. Dirty.
What?
Dirt 31.
31. Okay. So you kind of analyzing the sand a little bit. Um, in kind of like a spark of a memory kind of jogs up where you remember. You're like, is this quicksand? No, no, quicksand needs to be in wet areas, but it, there's something called slip sand where if the sand is really loose and like the rock formations under it don't have good foundations underneath, if you fall into these slip sand, you would need to like swim out of it because you would start to fall in,
Mm,
almost like quicksand.
I see. Okay, so I warned the rest of the group to avoid the patches at all costs.
Gotcha.
Okay. So are you going to look for a pathway through the patches?
Yes, that is indeed what I will
Alrighty.
do.
Yeah, roll me search. I think search is fine.
Okay. Not 20?
Can I roll to give him advantage?
He doesn't need it.
But he rolled a nat 20.
It's an idiot.
Um,
Okay.
and then everyone following behind him, roll me a balance.
13.
17.
17 as well.
All right. So, are you, hold on, balance is, are you guys taking your -2 for your fatigue?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, I'm not. That's 11 for me.
Oh my God, you just made the DC. Let's go. Um, so so Yonatan taking the forefront, like a professional dancer, he weaves his way through these slips. Am I using the right word? Is it slip sand?
I don't
Slip
know.
sand, yeah.
No, it's soft sand.
Okay,
My
soft
bad. It's
sand.
soft sand. So through these patches of soft sand, followed by um, Orgolan, Orgolan, followed by Orgolan, and then Tobin, and then as Beckett begins to walk. He kind of slips on a small patch of it, but he manages to like kind of stabilize himself on like not touching Tobin, but like almost using him to like as you guys weave your way through, followed by um, Yonatan's excellent search check. You guys weave through this soft sand patches safely, and I need
All right.
uh, who got. I need a fort from. What did you roll for your fort, or Golan?
My fort last time or
Yeah.
19. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So just Beckett and Tobin. Can I get another fortitude save from you guys?
That's
Yeah.
uh
18.
I got a crisp 7.
Ooh. Alrighty. So God, I wasn't expecting you to fail as much. You're gonna get a -1 to all of your saving throws until
What?
you're well rested. Um. Oh my goodness. And making it through these pits. It's just beginning, so the sun is starting to wane a little bit, so it's a little bit easier to breathe, but it's still very hot in these deserts. Liam, I don't know the exact temperature. I know you asked me earlier. I
I was
couldn't
just
tell you.
wondering if it was above or below 110 degrees.
I don't know
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Half my
Um,
family's American, and I don't know Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
see, who the fuck even knows Fahrenheit?
Nobody.
That's like 40 degrees or something, I think.
Wow. Okay. So that
110.
that encounter went really nicely. Good job, guys.
Yeah, it's
Okay, it
about
would
40.
be 110 would be about 43.
110
said
would
it
be
right now.
like 43 and a third degrees.
Um, as you kind of as you kind of make it back on more solid ground, in back onto the regular sand. Beckett, you see Buble kind of flying down, in a big swooping pattern, and he perches right up on your shoulder and goes, "Watch out ahead! There's a dust storm. Looks really bad."
Okay, I'll relay that to everybody else, and yeah, panic.
Panic. Panic. Okay,
I
is
don't
the
know what.
storm.
But through your with your really good survival roll, even though you're very exhausted, um, Tobin, you do finally stumble across. Hold on. Did you ever tell me what destination you were going towards? Was it to the
Towards
words
the
where they
camp.
got jumped, or was it towards the dig site?
I was going towards the camp, like the dig site.
The dig site.
That's
Okay,
definitely
perfect. So as you know, Beckett relays that you guys come across this medium size like almost tent structure with like big a wooden roof perched up on four poles, and then like a sandy pelt protecting, um as as this is the dig site.
Hi.
Okay,
I guess we just head inside.
guess.
Surely we can avoid the dust storm by going into the camp area.
That would be the best bet.
So the dust storm is about half an hour away from you guys. So is there anything you guys are gonna do around the camp in the meantime before you hunker down to protect yourselves?
Look
Is there any
around.
other building? Is it just this main one?
It's just this main. It's probably about a 25 by 25 foot like makeshift pavilion. In the one corner there, you can see like a ladder descending into the sand. But unfortunately, the over time with the shifting sands, the sands caved in the entrance towards the dig site. So it's just this tent remaining.
Okay, there's just a tent remaining.
Well, it's almost like a tent. It's like it's got like a wooden roof, and then it's like, oh, you know those like at fairs and stuff, you know those tent things they always have.
Yeah, those piches.
Yeah, where there's like the triangle roof and then the four poles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like that, but it's like wood on the top, and then there's there's steel beams dug into the ground so it doesn't get moved by like the winds or the sands moving, and then there's like a pelt sheet going across each of the four walls, protecting any sand from coming in, but not
Oh,
like retaining the heat, so to speak.
okay. Could I do a search check inside the tent for any supplies?
Um, no, unfortunately, this dig site looks very well abandoned. They must have gotten whatever artifacts that they were coming for and then gotten out.
Okay.
There's probably like I think there's a shovel up in the corner, right near where the ladder going down where the underground portion of the dig site would be. There's like a pail, but like a bucket, but it has a hole in it.
Okay.
And
Um,
nothing really else of value other than probably the pelts themselves that would actually hold a little bit of value, but they're currently protecting you from the outside weather.
okay. So like
Can I
we
look
are
around to see if there?
protected.
Hold on, Owen.
So we are protected. Like, would we be protected by the tent that's presently available, or would we need to make further
Hopefully,
action?
um,
Um,
hopefully. Do you want to make me a? You know what? Give me an appraisal check. See how sturdy this building is. And while you're doing
yeah.
that, Owen, what did you want to do? Is he frozen? Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen.
No, I think
Is he
he's waiting
frozen?
for my roll. Owen,
Oh,
did you can
Owen, yeah. What
roll
did
if
you
you
want to
want.
do? You wanted to do something.
Is it something on my end? What the fuck?
Oh,
Hello,
We heard you say that.
Owen?
Well, anyway, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna like plop into like I assume the ground's just sand inside the tent, right? Like it's just.
yep.
I'm
How
just gonna
long
like
would it make
plop.
how long would it take to make it how long would it take to set up a tent? Because I do have a tent in my inventory at the moment.
Well, finish the
Um,
appraisal, please.
did you? Okay, what's your appraisal of the area? Your tent would probably not be able to.
I got a 12 appraisal.
All right, yeah, it looks pretty good to what you can see. You kind of walk around, you check if there's any holes in the ceiling. There's a few, but it's not like it's gonna cave in on you. You go and you shake one corner of the thing, and it seems pretty sturdy, and all the pelt is hung up by rungs, and none of those are busted too badly. So yeah, as far as you can tell, it's perfectly solid.
Okay, I'm gonna say like it's our only option at this point. So
Sweet. Can I sleep?
Yeah, do you have a like a bedroll or anything, or are you just going to sleep right on
No,
the
he just plopped, dude.
All right.
I do I do have a bedroll there to spare if you need it there, laddie.
I do too.
He's just sleeping on like his chest plate. He's just like, yeah, I do too. As he's already fading. Um
Yeah,
so
it's hide. It's comfortable.
yeah. Owen, how you doing?
Uh, can I go outside and see if there's any tracks leading in different directions from the way we came?
Um so you can you give me a survival check real quick?
Isn't the storm still a bit away?
It's still a little bit of ways. It's probably about 20 minutes, 15 minutes away from you now. Like you can see the dust storm on the horizon as the winds are starting to pick up and howl around you and pick up sand, but it's not terrible.
That's a
Okay.
23.
It's a 23, yeah. So you see like deeply etched in um you see cart tracks leading almost eastward a little bit, but a little more eastern side, but northeast, I guess it would be.
Northeast, yeah.
Yeah, east northeast.
I mean,
Like
Um,
like
is that close to the
when
way
you
the guy
say
pointed?
east northeast,
yes,
uh
yeah, it is in the direction where that guy would have pointed, like taking like in a big old triangle, like
east
yeah,
Basically, where he was. Okay.
yeah.
northeast east.
I go back inside and I go. Looks like they went northeast.
Um I say it's that's really good information, but I think we should really hunker down until the storm passes and then we can follow the tracks.
Yeah, I'll listen to that guy. As of like
We
face
won't
and
be able to get we won't be able to outrun the storm right now.
not a chance.
I agree. Let's hunker down for a bit.
Alrighty.
We should probably have somebody on watch.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like sprawled right in the middle, so somebody's gonna have to like move me when you guys.
It's
You
a
guys
25 by 25 foot
okay.
pavilion.
Okay.
Like you have a lot of space to be like sprawled out.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
So you guys mentioned watch, or are you who's going on watch?
I'll take
uh,
first watch if that's all right with the rest of you.
Go for it.
Alrighty, and who wants to take second watch?
I can do second.
Second watch for Beckett. Perfect. Um, Orgalan, are you doing anything before you go to bed?
uh, no, I'll just
Awesome. Okay, so you begin to kind of. Do you have a bedroll?
yes, I do.
So you unpack your bedroll and you get all tucked up. You are a lot more comfortable than Tobin is. Um, and Beckett, you're kind of you're sitting more into the corner, closer towards the the entrance to the underground portion of the dig site. You begin to pass out as I need. Um, are you so? How are you going to be watching? Are you going to be checking outside every now and then, or are you just going to stay awake in the tent and hopes to hear something.
I'm going to check outside every now and then.
Awesome. Okay. Can you make me a spot check at disadvantage?
Spot check disadvantage for sure. Spot. What's disadvantage? What would be the disadvantage?
Roll twice, take the
So
lower
you,
roll.
yeah, roll twice, take the lower.
Okay. Uh. 22.
Yeah.
That's your lower? The
Yeah,
fuck?
22 and 24.
Shit.
Damn, what's your bonus?
12, I think.
Shit, eh? Okay, fair enough. So as you kind of are you sitting down? Are you standing up? Are you pacing and then checking outside every once in a while? Oh, also, by the way, who's got are you lighting a fire? That's my other question.
I have the
Probably.
As much
materials to
as
make a fire.
Doesn't get cold at night.
Like I have like kindling. I don't have wood, so.
Is there like
Um,
any like where's the smoke gonna go?
there's a hole in the roof that you can have. You don't have to make a fire if you don't want to. That's just what I'm wondering. Are you making a fire? Are you going to bed in the cold? Because as much as deserts are hot in the day, they get cold at night.
Yes, they do.
would would sunstroke would a sunstroke spell like the kindling?
Someone brought matches.
I've got matches. I'm kind of like sleeping though.
To be
All
honest,
right.
I was
Well,
looking to go through a marsh, so I didn't bring
I
matches.
use my rogue skills to nick the matches off of him.
so yeah, you go to bed with no heat. Um, man, I want to give you a disadvantage for that because I know they get cold at winter, but you're already like fatigue point away from exhaustion, so I don't want to punish you for it since you're the only person going to bed without a bedroll, James.
No, I'm gonna wake up cold in the middle of the night and make a fire myself because I have matches.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay,
what
bet.
yeah. I'm gonna be like,
All right, so
just kind of like
about
mumbling
midway
like
through the night, James, sorry, Tobin, shivering, wakes up and begins to make himself a fire. Um, and at that point, Yonatan drifts off to bed, but instead of waking up Beckett, Tobin just decides to take his watch. And so I need you to roll me spot at disadvantage.
Did I sleep enough to like
You did.
be not okay?
You did. Because of the storm, the dark of the night came a lot faster, so I'm giving you more hours of sleep.
Right. Okay.
And then I need you to make me a spot at disadvantage.
The 15.
To 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so as everyone kind of stirs awake, the still heat in the room kind of like it's gross. It feels gross as you wake up. Your skin just feels all like dry as you're waking up. Um, and as you kind of like listen for the wind, the wind's still going strong, but if you peek outside, the dust storm has settled down. It's just the final gusts of the storm as they
I'm
pass
gonna.
over.
All right. I'll
As the
stand up. Oh, are you still going?
no, you can go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna stand up, peek outside, see that, kind of relay that, and be like, "Good, you're all awake. You guys ready to go?" Like completely
I love
upbeat
this
now. I
kid.
just needed some like sleep.
I love this kid. That's hilarious.
You know the meme where the guy's like getting out for the bed and he's like, "That's just how I am right now."
Nice.
As I start waking up,
Oh,
I
oh,
I immediately feel like blinding. I'm like, ah, fuck, where are they? Fuck. As I'm like reaching
and you're saying
around.
this out loud?
Yes. Like, ah,
Okay.
fuck, where did we go? Fuck. After a couple minutes, I'm like, ah, fuck, there they are.
You know, I really hope you watch your language if we ever get to meet the queen.
I'll walk over to him and just be like, learn another language. They won't know what you're saying if you're speaking another language. And then I curse in Infernal.
I don't know what you
Hey.
said, but that didn't sound great either.
Don't talk about my mother that way.
Yeah, the crow just starts like, or the raven just starts like squawking. We're just like, what? What did you say to him?
Motherfucking say squawk!
So, Urgolin, as you stir awake and you go to check outside, the tracks are gone. By the way,
Yeah, I hope
Ooh.
you remembered what direction those were in.
Do you remember which way those
can you
tracks
roll
went?
me another D100, Owen?
What does constitute a D100? Is it the five-sided,
It's
like the
D10
five-sided
and
one of these things, and then the 100?
96.
Right. So you looking up at the bright sun, kind of like even with your glasses on, you kind of still shaded a little bit and kind of discerning where the rising sun is in the east. You kind of you're like that way, I think.
good enough for me. And I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna
All right.
start heading in that direction. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, I'm whispering to the bird, like, just fly up and make sure we're going in the right direction.
And if the tracks are gone, I don't know. And he's gonna take flight again, and he flies off.
Is my griffin able to fly yet?
Your griffin is only starting to develop its flying capabilities, so it can't fly for too long, and with the heat, it would get exhausted way too fast.
Okay, so I'll just carry it along with me then.
Um, I guess Tobin, are you leading the charge again, or is Orgolan leading where he thought the path turns?
No, he pointed and I went.
All right, so roll me a good old survival check, and since it's the next day, everyone roll me a fortitude after he tells me the roll for his survival though.
Survival will be like a 25, or sorry, 21.
All right, everyone roll me a fort save.
15.
Nat 20. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
22.
I got 13.
13. All right, and for I can't remember the griffin's name, so I'm calling him Kevin. So for Kevin and Buble, how what's your forts?
14. Oh, wait, I get advantage of that.
The griffin got a 22.
All right, the griffin is extra cool.
Bubonic still got 14.
All right, dope. Bubonic, after a while, kind of floats down on your shoulders, like, oh my, yes.
Sorry, buddy. You can chill for a bit.
Chill in this heat. Um, so yeah, you guys beginning to um who has the best listen bonus, by the way?
Um,
I have a 9 listen bonus.
I've got a +7.
6.
I've got a
James?
9 listen bonus.
What? I got a 5.
All right, roll me a listen, Nate.
Okay.
Okay. So, as you guys are beginning to go, you guys finally getting used to the heat, packs on your back. You know, and some of you have even taken to like taking extra um, cloth from in your packs to like kind of drape it over your head to just give you any amount of protection as you begin to make your way down this path, or well, this supposed path.
I got a dirty 22.
All right, bet. So you your ears kind of perk up as you hear very faintly, but you hear a very intense wisp of wind.
Which direction?
Which direction you take a look around and you actually see like almost like the dust storm from yesterday, but you see like a smaller dust storm as like two twisters start heading towards you. But as you kind of focus in the shifting um, heat being beamed down from the sun, you see that there's some humanoid figures riding these cyclones of sand. And that's where we're gonna leave it off for break, boys.
Woo-hoo!
Shit.
All right.
All right, and welcome back. We have had our break. You know, I went and checked if it was raining. Nate has his cereal. We went to the bathroom. I hope. Did I go to the bathroom? Yeah, I did. All right, we're good.
You have to think about it.
You know what? I just smoked a bowl. Okay,
I
please,
know. It's okay.
please, Vanessa. You're not supposed to judge me on my habits.
Every fucking time.
You had that one coming, though.
I
Every
am
time.
basically I'm gonna try and slide it in until the meme dies. Every
There
episode I'm gonna
when
try and
there's
slide it in at
one
least in
sequence
once.
with my name in it, everybody recites it every time they come to it.
hmm
Oh,
Yeah. So when last we left off, oh fuck, notes, please don't go away.
Dude, sand people in the tornadoes.
Yes, yeah. I know that. You, you'll know that soon. Anyways, so sorry, micromanaging now. My sheet is sliding off my bed, and now I'm very distracted. So I'm gonna.
There were
So
sand people riding on cyclones headed
Jonathan,
towards us.
you kind of turn as you see that as you see the cyclones of sand with the weird figures on top of it, as they're kind of gliding towards you, just kind of like just dancing on the surface of the sand.
Okay, I don't imagine I could make a determination on whether they're friend or foe.
Um,
I can.
not from.
Oh wait, no. How far away are they?
They're probably still about like 100 feet out.
Sorry,
Yeah,
have we
never
all
mind, I
noticed
can't.
them yet?
Are there any like
Sorry, I
hills?
missed that question, James. What?
Have we all noticed them yet? When we were last doing it, I think it was just the one guy who did the check.
Yeah, Jonathan, do you relay this out to your group? You just noticed them behind you.
Yes. Relay
Okay,
it to everyone.
awesome.
So I kind of look at him like, holy crap! Can I learn how to do that?
Okay. Wes, are there any hills around?
Um, I mean, if you maybe when
Any
probably
dunes or
about
anything?
15, 20 feet out from where you are, one of the dunes kind of crests a little bit over. If you like probably lie down at the lowest part of the hill, you might be able to conceal yourself. But remember, like anyone spotting you, if these are people on top of the cyclones, they'll have like a height advantage, so you might be seen from there as well. Like this is a pretty like flat desert, as like the dunes kind of wave out, but like it's pretty flat regardless, and especially from that vantage point it would be pretty hard to conceal yourself, but you could try.
I'm not gonna try to conceal myself. I am going to ask the group if they would want to go to the high ground.
They'd still be higher. They're riding twisters.
Well, yeah, I know, but like the higher the ground, that we have, the more. Like, I'd rather have the highest ground as we can rather than the lowest, you know?
I
Yeah.
do agree with that.
We have more moves on standing on top of a hill than we do on the lowest ground.
Does anybody have any ranged weapons besides me?
I do Oh, they're higher up, eh?
Yeah, kind of
I
over here.
do have that I do have that sun spell available.
I don't
to me.
really have any spells that do too much damage.
I do have sunstroke available to me.
Wes, can I look for stones on the ground?
um
Rocks in general? I'll roll for it if
yeah,
you want.
sure. You just kind of look around on the ground, and you pick up kind of like about a palm sized stone, but
Okay.
it's more like hardened sand more than stone out here.
Shit. Okay. Um.
I mean, I think they're out of range,
Yeah,
honestly.
I was gonna check the rock.
Like, but we don't
Yeah,
have enough
they're
to see us yet. And high ground could make us more useful, but like you said, if we do have to fight them, it's definitely better.
they're probably approaching 75 feet away from you now.
Better make a decision quick.
Then you make it.
I
I don't do well
propose
under pressure.
I propose that all of us get on to the higher ground if possible,
Okay.
Alright, then go.
and then prepare for battle.
I say we
Just in-
stay out of their way, but prepare for battle. Like, try to hide.
Okay, we can do that.
Alright, let's go.
Let's attempt a hiding position.
Well, it's sand. We could just bury ourselves in the sand a little bit. Like, I'm not saying dig a hole and hide in the hole, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Not really, no. Like what would you propose, V?
Like, not like digging a hole, but like, just like, kind of lay low in the sand. Like, not lay on top of the sand, but like, kind of dig
Alright.
like a little.
How far back from camp is the mining camp?
It's probably about an 25-minute walk back, maybe. You haven't been going for long.
Wanna go outside us?
I think
Okay.
before they get here.
Okay. So just like
The hiding places we have covered.
mean, we could go back to the tent if we ran, but I don't think that's a good idea. Based on the heat.
What's the position of the sun west?
The sun's. It's probably about 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck. Yeah, we definitely can't do that without fatiguing ourselves.
Can I endure
They're
elements on everybody?
encroaching probably 45 feet away from you now. Like they're getting dangerously close. You need.
Can I endure elements on everybody and we just turn around and book it?
Is that a mass spell?
I'm not sure.
Is that an area of effect or?
Hang on.
I'm pretty sure their element is only on one person.
Yeah, it is. Oh, never mind.
Well, our best plan is get some high ground, so let's do it. We're coming in hot.
Get some high ground and try to hide.
All right.
So are we hiding or high grounding?
Both.
Yes.
Both? Okay. So are we hiding? We're hiding behind the high ground first, and if that fails, then you guys are just gonna use the high ground.
Hiding
Yeah.
in the high ground.
All right.
Yeah.
It's sand, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna hide in the high ground first, and if that fails, then we will take the high ground.
You're gonna dig a hole in the sand while they're 45 feet away from you. On the high
not
ground.
not like a 6-foot hole, like a tiny hole where we can lie in it.
Okay. Roll me.
Would it be hide then?
Yeah. Roll me a hide check.
Everybody, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be everybody.
Dirty 20. Fuck yeah, I'm
Dirty
not failing it. Hide.
Oh boy, 19, boy.
I got 17.
I didn't fail a hide check.
For the first time in forever.
We hide.
Big copyright strike.
All right, Owen, what'd you get?
I got
All right,
a
everyone but
dirty
yours.
20.
Who?
I got a dirty 20.
All right. So as you guys kind of run up the dune and just in time, as they're probably about 30 feet away from you, you dive down this sand dune as the twisters kind of like veer left and continue on their way. And now, as you all can see the twisters and their riders more clearly. So this is literally like a tornado of sand that they're riding on, and it's just these two. Hold on. I need to make sure I'm getting this part right. Where the fuck did I? Sorry, boys. Uh. Must be in here, isn't it? Okay, it's fine. You can see these the two riders. They're a little bit smaller in size. Probably about the same average height of elves. Are a little bit shorter. They're although like it's more obscured because they're kind of hunched over. They're kind of like, in a way, like very loosely gripping the sand as it like twists in between their fingers and like from there they're wearing fingerless gloves as they go up into very light beige fabrics with underneath with uh colors burgundy with burgundy like undertones and like a sand colored pelt mask that like kind of goes up and covers the mouth as well as gives the head, neck, and shoulders like a protection with this like beigey materials, and in their eyes they have like this shaded like almost like steampunk, like those circular goggles. Know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like those, but they're like sunglasses
Yeah.
as the like a sand shit blows all around them, like from these lesser. If you know what, before I say that, anyone who has knowledge of nature or any like beast knowledge, can give me a roll if you would like to determine what creature this is.
I'll have a shot at it.
As our
I
one and
said
only.
that as I was looking at Nate's head. Wah, 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 wah.
Ah, just kidding. Nat 20.
Let's go. Who's keeping track of those, by the way?
I am. That's 2, I think.
Right. Have we had any ones so far?
Yeah, I had one.
You had a one. All right. Let's keep track of those, Beth. Those. Oh my God. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. Where was I in the explanation? So they had the steampunk goggles and the sand and shit. Oh yeah, we were talking about the nature. Yeah, okay. So you got a natural 20, so you know these as lesser sand elementals. These generally most often they're wild creatures who roam in packs together, and they don't always take a form of like a cyclone. Sometimes they take the form of like almost like a flowing sand snake that floats through the air, almost like a Chinese dragon.
Oh
That
yes.
like it dances through the air as like this incorporeal like sand creature.
So I'm going to assume that there was a sand elemental that was chasing us before.
No, that was a dust storm. That was an
Okay.
actual like that was a real storm. These are creatures, lesser
Okay.
sand elementals, and these the riders obviously recognize these as the Valdoon, who are the natives to the Ashen Sea.
Okay. Um, how far are they away from us now?
As after the beard left, they're about 30-ish feet away from you now.
Okay. Are they headed in the direction that we were in before?
No, they've almost made like a giant circle and now are heading back towards where they were like going from, like
Okay.
where they were coming from before. They've made a big like perimeter circle around, and now they're kind of heading back towards like where they came from in that general area,
Okay.
probably like
Would you
southeast from where you guys are standing.
would you guys like to continue our journey then?
Let's get going.
Might as well.
Where are you guys going? Are you guys
We
continuing northeast then?
continuing northeast on the trail that we were following.
Yeah, which because of the dust storm that rolled through, the tracks don't exist anymore.
Okay.
So you are just walking northeast until you find something.
East by northeast. Yeah.
East by
East
northeast. Yep.
northeast. Yep. Yep. Okay. Cool. Who's leading the way? Are we still going back to our good friend Tobin?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All right, so Tobin, roll me a survival. I
want to.
the, will the
16.
Don't need to do the fortitude save, by the way, guys.
I'm gonna say 16 for survival.
16 on survival. Okay, so you guys begin to um, walk for a few hours, about 2 hours. And the sun's hitting about noon now. Um, and you guys come across uh, not a familiar sight, but like something you've seen before, a deja vu sight, if you will. Um, it's another smaller couple patches of the soft sand as you see a cart um, halfway fallen in into one of these pits.
Okay, so obviously, um, I think I will take the lead on the what is the angle of the cart? Is the opening in front of us or is it sunken into the sand? Like toward angled towards the sand.
No, not getting audio.
Yeah, sorry, I muted to vape. The cart is facing towards like north by northwest now, like very almost north, but now facing a little bit towards the west.
The only way that could the way that that would happen is if the sand is softer to our to the direction we're facing and harder. Yeah, okay. Could I do a like a like a search check on the cart and then like a balance check to get over there?
Fantastic, you're reading my mind. Go ahead and roll that balance first to make sure you get up on the cart, and then you can roll me a search.
Uh, that is that.
Any of you can assist his roll by +1 if you guys want to maybe try and grab the cart and stabilize it from the ground.
Okay.
This would give me just a general strength check for anyone wanting to assist on holding up the cart.
All right.
No? Cool. Alright, just roll me. Bunch of selfish bastards over here.
I'm good.
16. I got a 16 faster.
Beckett's not strong. I'm willing to admit that.
Um,
Oh, okay.
did we get over 10 on our strength checks?
Yeah.
Whoever's helping. Alright, whatever your total is, Nate, you can add +1 to your roll.
That would be a
Unless,
total of 18 then.
Golan, are you helping out?
Sure. I got a 17.
17. Alright, cool. So, a 19 in total. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my voice was getting icky. Um, so as I was saying, with an 18 or 19, yeah, roll that search check.
You got it. Oh my god. I gotta send you a screenshot at this point.
Shit.
I gotta send you a screenshot of this because this is getting ridiculous. Messenger. Yep, send it. Okay, it's gonna be a DM to you, Wes.
Oh my god. um, So you find roll me a D10 and a D8 and a D6.
I don't know. That's
Man, I love
D12.
D&D newbies. Which one is which?
That's a 12 again.
It's the diamondy looking one. This guy.
Oh, the
The
diamondy
one with
looking one?
the one with 10 sizes on it.
Oh, the one with 5? Like 5 sides and like 2
Well,
things?
it it
I
it
mean,
has
I have
10
this.
sides.
I don't think I have a D10.
Hold on, hold that up to me. Do you have a D5? What is that?
Does it have a
Hold that.
0 on it?
Yes, it
That's a
has
D10.
0 to 9.
That's a D10.
Yeah, so that's a D10.
Okay, so
So roll me
D8,
that
D6,
and a
D10.
D8. Yeah.
Okay, cool. 7, 3, and 5.
For what?
Which?
So for the D10, I got a 7. For the D8, I got a 3, and for the D6, I got a 5.
So you find as you're kind of scavenging around with like as this cart's been hanging here for a while, some of the chests have been knocked over. You step over like a Valebridge um, guardsman's body as you're climbing into this cart. You can see like three um, throwing knives like stabbed into his chest. And so as you're kind of scavenging around, you find 10 gold pieces and 3 silver pieces, um, a handful of small jewels. You find like a small ruby, a small sapphire, and this small black, like opaque looking stone.
Okay, so the 50
And
gold
you
that
10 gold, 3 copper, a few gems, and then you find an old dusty scroll that's been like wrapped up in like a cheesecloth material, like to like try and preserve it.
Okay, I will take everything and then like just take everything and then let the party know what I found.
And you're climbing out of this thing.
Yep.
So you kind of like leap over the edge, the Orgolan and Tobin, the cart slips from your grasp as the soft sand swallows the cart down until you could only see like as part of the wheel sticking
Dang,
out.
poor guy.
Uh, I mean, at least he got buried.
Yeah.
Awful.
Oh, sorry, I'm too funny. Yeah. So you find your stuff. You relay it to the group.
Okay, what are the do I know what the gems are specifically?
Just a couple of gems found during the recovery process.
That one looks like obsidian.
You going to you didn't take detect magic, did you? So you can't
I did not
see if
take
they're
detect
arcane in
magic check,
nature.
so I do not see if they are arcane in nature.
You could give it an appraisal check to see if they're worth much.
Whoa!
Can,
He
can I can I
relays
roll
it to
knowledge,
us.
knowledge
I can.
arcana?
Can I see that black one?
Well, sure, laddie, go right ahead.
Wow, this is a cool rock.
James, the stone feels cold in your hand.
How? I kind of look up at the sun. How is it cold? Here, feel this.
Who do you hand it to?
Um, I don't know who. Oh, I'll hand it to Owen's guy because he's close to me.
Owen, the stone feels normal to you.
I'm gonna detect magic in the background.
Say that again, Owen.
Can I roll knowledge arcana on it?
No. This I feel like knowledge that would be drawing from anything you know previously, and I don't think you would know anything like any like you don't recognize anything like from your um research into the arcane.
Is there any way I can hold on
But
to this?
I just
Pardon?
want to detect magic without anybody
Oh.
knowing, like just
okay.
in the background.
So do you want me to text you what you detect? I'll
Sure.
do that.
Can I hold on to this cool rock? I'm talking to you now, Nate, because it was your rock.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I don't mind at all, Larry.
Wow, thanks, buddy.
Actually, you know what, Owen, give me a knowledge arcana real quick. Because I changed my mind. This actually might be something you know. But I want to know if you you actually read about it.
12.
No, so um you don't really recognize this stone at all from anything.
Okay. I give it to Beckett. Do you know what this is?
Can I wait for my detect magic to come through before I grab it?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm thinking
okay.
while typing. I can talk out my ass, but thinking I'm like um
That's something.
mhm.
I will take it. And the only thing I'm gonna relay to them is that it's from another realm. So I'll take it and just be like, it's not of our world.
Wow,
What to
cool.
do with it,
I want my
I
rock
have
back.
no idea.
Well, I called dibs on it, and you said I could have it. I'll hold on to it.
All right, cool. So remember to write that down in your inventory.
Yeah.
And then Wes is gonna make a footnote.
Strange black stone.
Is it like metallic at all, or is it just or is it like just feel like a rock?
Yeah, actually, it is. It is like it's like more of an ore than a rock.
Okay, I thought so. My dad's a blacksmith.
We collecting infinity stones out here.
No, my dad's a blacksmith.
Behold, the seventh infinity stone.
Maybe he can make me something cool with it.
Okay. Just looking
Alright.
over my character sheet.
There we go. Sorry, I just had to write a quick footnote because that's some
So,
cool stuff right there.
3 max
So
silver, 3 gems. Yeah.
you now having those two other gemstones which don't radiate any magical entity.
Appraisal.
Appraisal, they're probably worth they're pretty small stones, but you could probably fetch a pretty penny for them.
Okay. No roll or anything.
No,
Okay.
it's a gemstone. Anyone can recognize. You could probably get a pretty penny from it.
Okay.
Like, I'm
Moving
not gonna
on.
make you roll for that one. If
Um,
you want like an exact price, like I could pull one out of my ass if you want to roll the d20. But I'm telling you, if you take it to like a shop, you can get some okay money from it.
I go up to
Like,
Beckett and
yeah.
quietly ask, what realm is it from?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Hmm.
I like
Whatever.
playing
what
creepy, like baggy character. This is super fun.
right?
Yeah,
Edgy
I
characters
bet
are
it's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Vague.
Owen,
vi-
what knowledges do you have through your monk?
Knowledge arcana and knowledge religion.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever realm it's
Um.
from, I bet you it's cold.
So you also remember you have that scroll wrapped in the cheesecloth, and I believe that's all you got from that, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm
And
gonna
then your
I'm
gold
gonna
and silver.
ask Nate. I'm forgetting your character's name.
Johannes and Helgus, that's for
I'm gonna
sure.
ask Jonathan for the scroll. Um, since I'm the magic user, do you mind if I carry the scroll? It could be of use for me later on.
Sure.
Thank
I hand you the scroll, but I am slightly suspicious.
Okay. I'm just gonna yoink.
There you are. Ah, there you are,
You
madam.
good sir.
There you are, good sir.
Well, should we keep going?
Yeah, we should probably keep going on our present course. And I will navigate us through the patches of sand,
Where are
of
you going?
soft sand.
Because this is where the location of where the cart was jumped.
Oh,
Okay.
From there, the cart you could probably work out that it was heading back towards like the kingdom side of the continent, the northern hemisphere of Valebridge.
well,
Um,
did you happen to grab any of those knives that the guy was stabbed with?
Yeah, I grabbed all three.
you grabbed the knives as well. Okay.
Good,
Yeah.
good. We should probably bring those back to the Valebridge, I guess. I don't think is there much else for us to do in the desert here? Like, weren't we just wait? Sorry, weren't we sent here to investigate this?
You were
Or no,
sent
investigate the
to recover
artifacts.
the artifacts. You were
Shit.
sent to investigate, recover the artifacts
So that
by any means necessary.
that black gem is probably an artifact.
Can I send Bubonic up up for
But
like a
the cart was also pretty large, and there was definitely content missing. I guess I missed that when everyone was excited about getting some looty. There is content stolen from this cart.
Loony patootie.
Well, I
I'm gonna
guess
ignore everything
somebody should.
else. Um,
Does anybody know anything about knives or weaponry?
I
Mhm.
I am proficient in daggers.
Is there any way? No, I guess I wouldn't. I don't have any like distinct knowledges, but I do come from like a blacksmithing background. I don't think that'll help here though.
Yeah, I feel like you can roll me a knowledge check because of your history.
Yeah.
Blacksmiths could absolutely roll a check on
Okay.
daggers.
What do? Hold on. So knowledge. What do you add to that? Intelligence. Is knowledge?
Yeah.
Knowledge is intelligence.
Yeah. Okay.
If he has
So
craft like weapon making or blacksmithing, couldn't he just use that?
Yeah, I think he could do that. That would make sense.
well, either way, they're both intelligence modifiers, and I don't have any skills in either of them. So 18. So yeah, an 18 to take a look at these daggers.
Ooh, what Wes is thinking.
I don't like the brainstorming that's going into this.
He's thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did someone ask me a question?
Yes.
I got an
I'm looking
18
at other
for,
lore.
I got an 18 for checking out those daggers.
Um, the dagger. Like, what are you looking for any specific properties in the dagger, or?
I'm looking for maybe type of metal or anything that might lead me to like origin, or like if there's like a specific kingdom or group of people use this metal, or like
Yeah.
weapon forging style.
And Tobin is from Valebridge, if I'm
Yes,
not
yes.
mistaken, right?
Most
Okay, so yeah, you would actually just recognize this as a Valdoon throwing knife.
a Valdian? Is that what, like, is that what is that like from Valebridge? Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that is those are the Valdoon are the guys riding the cyclones.
Oh, you
Those
just
were the
said that.
Valdoon.
Oh, lesser. Okay.
Okay.
Those are those are the natives to Valebridge, which is the Valdoon.
Oh, okay.
Um.
And then
I
anytime I would talk about Valebridge, it'd be like the Kingdom of Valebridge, or like Kingdomites of Valebridge, or like
Okay.
for the citizens.
okay. I guess we go to the nearest settlement in Valebridge.
Before we
Well,
leave, can I do a spot check on the carriage to see if anybody died with my doctor profession? Or
we
is
already
that?
saw a dead body.
Um,
I know. I want to see if anybody else
yeah,
died. Like, I want.
there's a few dead bodies. Yeah, there's a
Oh,
few dead
more than
bodies
one?
spewing
Oh,
around.
okay. Never mind.
But this you can see three bodies kind of lying around. One's kind of half buried into the sand as the storm passed through. Um, but very clearly you can actually see like blood trails leading south.
Oh,
I'll relay
Tracking.
that.
Hmm? Pardon me,
Who are you
Vanessa?
talking to?
Oh, I'll
Oh,
relay that to them.
Vanessa, as you were spot checking, you see blood kind of leading towards the south, like just like stained into the sand.
I'll relay that, and just I'm
and
gonna
I'll
say like let's go check this out before we head back to the next settlement. There
yeah,
could
and
be
I'll
someone
relate.
who's
So
still
wait,
alive.
so you said those were the tornado people that had that were the Valdian?
Yep.
So I'll relay that to you guys as well.
Um. What skill would I what skill would I use to track
Survival.
the blood?
Pretty sure that's just
Um,
because tracking.
what skill to like track the blood, or like what are you doing to the blood?
I'm gonna track the blood, and like you know how a hunter like tracks deer based
Yeah, I
on
think
their
that's survival.
footprints and shit.
Yeah.
Although
Sure.
the only way to track is if you have to track feet.
Okay.
Like survival
Um.
can still help you with that, but it's not going to be as great without the track feet.
Okay. Yeah. I do
Yeah, I'll
not have.
probably say at disadvantage you can probably um discern like some kind of trail, but with the storm that passed through it, it's gonna be hard to track. But at least the blood stains kind of give you a general direction on which they were heading. So instead of having you to roll at disadvantage and giving you not much more information, I could give you a little bit more information depending on your roll. Um, but like without a roll, you can just kind of tell they were going that whoever left this battlefield went that way, and they were dragging something along behind it. Like you can tell that by like the way like the sand is kind of like drifted apart into this almost like canal.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll for more info then.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
And I am rolling at
I probably could have left that
disadvantage.
draggy thingy for that. Yeah, roll a disadvantage for a survival.
Survival is that 26. I rolled 26 and
20.
30.
Yeah, awesome. So you kind of touching the blood and kind of centering centering yourself with nature as you've been trying to doing to you know regain your touch with your past. You close your eyes as you feel the wind kind of pass through, and then you open your eyes and like almost like that episode in Boba Fett where he just turned on his like tracker thing,
Yeah.
almost like that where you see like almost a path through the desert, where like a very large stone thing was being dragged through, and you can see dots of blood as you relay this to the group. You can kind of see it curving towards southwest.
Okay, can I follow that trail then?
The rest of you are following.
Yeah.
Perfect. You go ahead and you travel about an hour's worth or so. And can you roll me a spot check now, um, Jonathan?
Yep. I got a nat 1.
Ooh.
You got a nat one. So you see in the vision, you see like you're like you believe this like as a mirage or something. You see like through like the shuddering heat from the sun, you can kind of see like a small encampment.
Alright.
But you see it as a vision, like as like a heat vision, and you're gonna become fatigued as like while you were kind of guiding and using your eyes a lot to look around in this heat, the sun finally got to you as you kind of get a like a migraine from the heat.
Is anybody else seeing what I'm seeing?
And that
Is
is
anybody else seeing? Roll me a spot if anyone else is seeing what
I'll
they're
do.
seeing.
Um, I got a 23.
Owen, you're looking in the like Orgolan is actually just looking north.
I got a
He
23.
got he went for a piss and he kind of got turned around. But you do see the camp as it's like, but you can tell it there's a lot more intense heat around this camp.
Hmm.
As you can see, like some kind of reflective surface protecting this camp, like just slightly buried into the sand.
Alright, I'll relay that. Yeah, there's definitely a camp there. Something in the sand there too.
What now, kiddos? You see the camp? Are you walking towards it?
Yeah, I don't think we said we stopped walking.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
keep going.
okay, fair enough. Now you see the camp. Um, as you get about 30 feet away from the camp, um, you watch as two it's very similar looking Baldoon who look very similar to the ones riding the sand elementals. Um, Walk out, followed by um, And now, Liam, I want you to describe your character as these three figures begin to walk their way out as the two Valdoon kind of take something from like their side pouch and like kind of throw it onto the ground as like the you can watch as a docile um, sand elemental snake around their feet and begin to lift them up and twist into um, a cyclone.
Okay,
And
so
Liam, I would like you to describe your character as well because this looks very similar, but at the same time looks different to the Valdoon.
okay, so standing amongst them, you see this 5'6", slim-looking character wearing very unusual attire for a desert. He is wearing one of these on top of his head. He is for what you can see, he is covered head to toe in bandages, wearing this strange like Western cowboy style outfit. Has this leather vest on. Um, all you can see is just like red around his eyes, and his eyes have the color of ivory, and that's it. Strapped to his back, you see this gigantic sword wrapped in bandages, and on his side is a revolver.
Whoa.
Friend or foe?
Is this Beckett speaking?
Yeah.
Speaking to me,
So the two Valdoon now riding the sand elementals are have made kind of like a perimeter as like the three figures spread out. The they're kind of now standing on the left and right of you, like almost standing in between um the bandaged person and the party, but like off to the left and right about probably about 20 feet from you guys, 30 feet from 30, 40 feet from your character, the bandage character.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll say. I don't want to spoil his name yet, man.
Well, there it
So,
is.
anyways, Beckett. Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, friend or foe from a distance.
I look around and just point to myself. You talking to me?
Yup.
Well, it depends. What are you here for?
See anybody dragging a dead body by chance?
Dead bodies? No.
Rocks.
Uh, no, but I've seen a lot of sand.
Me too.
Is there any way I can help you folks?
We're uh we're looking for some artifacts.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of artifacts?
The uh the stolen kind.
I haven't seen any stolen artifacts.
Any kinda artifacts?
I've noticed a few, but none of them stolen.
Hmm. Where'd you get them?
From the rightful place.
Um, sorry to stop this.
Sorry about that. We are back. Okay.
We are back.
Okay. So as I'm staying there, I was giving a hostile, menacing like feel to me, but it eventually it suddenly changes into a more disturbingly calm uh stature. I guess I guess I would say. And I turn and look at you. It's like, would you like to come in? And then I nod to the two Valdude that are standing there and start making my way.
Just
All
gonna
right.
kind of look at the rest of the party and be like, should we go with him?
Don't really want to, but I don't want to test those Valdoons.
Or okay.
I
Um,
love that you're playing a child.
it is great. So before, so as you guys are now closer up to the campsite, you can see each of the tents are made out of like a very similar cloth material as the one that lined the dig site. Very similar, probably from the same animal, but these are a lot more rugged cut and a lot more weathered due to sand. Like these have been used and used probably by generations.
Okay.
And surrounding the whole campsite is about a foot line of this. It's very like as you look at it, it's very bright to look at it, but it's this very shiny metallic like sand that just lines around the whole of the campsite. As you guys step up to that line, the Valdoon kind of behind you, they each touch your shoulders, and you guys immediately, like from the hot desert sand, like desert weather, you guys are immediately like cooled out by this. That like anyone who has arcane abilities recognize that a spell has been casted on you. Anyone can roll knowledge nature if you'd like to know the spell. But you guys feel immediately cooled out as you guys step over this line. And as you guys step over this line, the entire inside is like cool, like 20 degrees cool, like
That's
and
what I'm
like
talking about.
almost like this entire area is like shaded, and like even looking up at the sun, like the sun is a lot less bright on your eyes and on your skin. And as you pass over this metallic sand barrier, past the tents, that's where we're gonna leave it off for tonight.
Alrighty.
All right.
Ooh,
Woot woot.
Woo!
Session one, fan fucking tastic, boys. Um,
Let's
Man, I
outro.
get so wrapped up in DMing that I was able to take no notes. I'm probably gonna end up having to rewatch this session just so I can like note down everything that happened significantly.
Wes, are you or Owen outroing?
I am outroing. Oh,
literally
I'm
just tried
sorry.
to text him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just kind of like forgot.
No worries.
Anyways, thank you for joining us tonight on this episode of Drunkards and Dumbasses. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. That was session one of the Boundless Shores campaign. Join us next week for episode two. Um, have a good night
Peace.
and cheers, y'all.
Cheers and peace.